I recently read the story, A Child Called It by Dave Pelzer, and I must say, for anyone who is thinking or getting ready to read the story, all I have to say is mentally prepare yourself. I have read some very disturbing, disgusting, and unimaginable things in this book. It's about this young boy. His name is Dave, but he is called It by his mother. At first, they were just a normal family. He had a mom, a dad, siblings. They would do normal family things. And one day, for no apparent reason, this mother turned into this horrible monster that this boy would have to live with for the rest of his life. This mother would starve her child. If he was lucky, he might get scraps of food off of someone else's plate. The little boy, on one occasion on a camping trip, his mother forced him to eat his brother's soiled diaper. This little boy would steal food from other kids' lunches because he was just so hungry. And the teachers found out and ended up having to contact his mother because stealing isn't something that's appropriate for a child to be doing. So they contacted the mother, and I don't think the mother was mad at the fact he was stealing. I think she was more mad at the fact that he had gotten something to eat. So every day, once the boy returned home from school, the mother would make him puke. This would show if he had stolen any food or eaten anything without her permission. There was a couple of occasions where the mother then would make the boy eat his own vomit. Okay, you would be thinking, this is disgusting, how could someone do this? But all I have to say is, I didn't think it could get worse, but it ended up getting worse for this little boy. One time, the mother actually burnt and held her son over a gas stove. Me, myself, as an adult, if the water's too hot in the sink or the tub, I might, whine a little bit, or there's been occasions where I've burnt my hand when I've been flat ironing my hair or curling it, and it really hurts. So just imagine being a young child being held over a gas stove. This mother also played another game with him where she would make him get in a bathtub with ice cold water and make him lay with his whole entire body submerged under the water with only his nostrils showing, just right above, just enough so he could barely breathe. And she would make him do this for hours. This mother is a monster. A monster is even a better definition than she deserves. I mean, she's just downright, something is wrong. But the one thing I don't understand is why she only abused Dave. Why not the other children? That would be the one question I would ask the author. That is something I personally don't understand. I have 2 children myself, and I just wanted to hug them, kiss them, tell them I love them. I didn't want to let them out of my sight after reading this book. It was horrible. I, as a future teacher, feel as if it would be my responsibility to speak up for this child because I may be his only voice, and it could be a matter of life or death for some children. If I notice he was stealing food, there might be a reason why he's acting this way. And if a child comes to school with unexplainable marks, bruises, that's something that may need to get looked into, and this little boy may be too afraid to say anything. So I, as the teacher, feel, or just as even a human being, should report this to somebody. We as teachers will see and experience all kinds of different situations, but I feel like we have an important role for speaking up for these children. And that is one thing I can take away from this book.